Hello, class. I anticipated your arrival today. Anticipate means to predict, look forward to, or await. Today, we are going to look at an informational article and anticipate what will be in it. But before we get to that, I am going to show you how to use background knowledge to make predictions. So the title of the book we're going to be reading is called Zipping, Zapping, Zooming Bats, and it's by Anne Earle. I know based on the title that this book is going to be about bats. So on the board behind me, I have what's called an anticipation guide. This is a pre-reading strategy we use when we respond to statements before reading the text, and after reading the text, we go back to it and see if we were right or wrong. So now I'm going to model the think aloud strategy we use before reading the text. The first statement on the board says that you can see bats in the morning at sunrise. I know that bats are nocturnal, so I'm going to mark that as false. The second statement says bats eat half their weight in bugs. I don't think that's true. I think that's just too many bugs. So I'm going to mark that as false. The third statement says bats make low beeping sounds. I think that's true because I know the bats use a thing called echolocation to see the world around them. The fourth statement says bats have long finger bones. I also think that's true because they have wings, and at the end you see those like hooked claws, and I think the bones leading up to that are long. Now the fifth and final statement says bats can change the shape of their wings. I don't think that's true. I think that's just too crazy to believe. Alright, so now that I'm done making my best educated guesses, I'm going to go read the book and go along and mark my statements as whether they were correct or not. So here we go. Zipping, zapping, zooming bats. When the sun goes down, bats come out to hunt. You have to look quickly to see a bat before it's gone. Now right there it says that bats come out to hunt when the sun goes down, so that means they can't be seen at sunrise. So that first statement on the board is false. So I was right. Many bats hunt insects. They eat lots of insects. Each night, a bat chomps half its own weight in bugs. Hold up. My prediction was wrong because I didn't think that bats eat half their weight in bugs, but apparently they can. So I'm going to use my red marker and mark that down as truth, and it'll also symbolize that I got it wrong. So if you weigh 60 pounds, that's like eating 125 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches every day. Don't be scared if a bat flies past your head. It won't get into your hair. It's probably catching a juicy mosquito. Bats are terrific hunters. A little brown bat can catch 150 mosquitoes in 15 minutes. The gray bat can gobble 3,000 insects in one night. Bracken Cave in Texas is home to 20 million Mexican free-tailed bats. Together, they munch 250 tons of insects every night. Bats help get rid of insects that bite people. Bats also zap moths, beetles, and grasshoppers. These insects eat farmers' crops, the food that you and I need. Bats are good hunters because they have a special way of using sound. Bats make high beeping sounds. Hold up, I think I was wrong again. Because the text says that bats make high beeping sounds, not low beeping sounds. So that's a false statement. These sounds are too high-pitched for our ears, but bat ears can hear things ours can't. The beeps go out from the bat in waves. The sound waves hit objects around the bat. When sound waves hit an object, they bounce back. The bounced sound waves come back to the bat as echoes. The bat can tell by the echoes what kind of insect is near and exactly where it is. Then the bat can catch it. We call this echolocation. The The echoes that bounce off a tree sound different than the echoes that bounce off a bug. Bats use echolocation to hear things that are in their way. They can zoom fast through dark forests and black cave tunnels. If a bat gets into your house, open a door or window. The bat will echolocate and hear the opening it can use to fly out. Bats are also good hunters because they are expert flyers. Their wings are different from bird wings. Bat wings have long arm bones and with extra long finger bones. Hold up! I think I was right about this, because the text says that bats do have long finger bones. And I guess that they did. A thin skin called a membrane stretches between the bones. The membrane connects the wing bones to the bat's legs and body. It may also join the tail to the legs. Bat wings are like webbed hands. A flying bat can move its wings much the way you can move your fingers. This means a bat can quickly change the shape of its wings. Oh my goodness. I got the last statement wrong. Because according to the book, bats can change the shape of their wings. If a bug dodges away, the bat can zigzag fast and chase it. A bat can catch a flying insect in its wing, flip it into its tail membrane, and then scoop it into its mouth. Alright, so that's how you do an anticipation guide. Now, I'm going to go forward in time and work with a student to actually complete a lesson about anticipation guides. Since you did such a good job with it, helping me with that anticipation guide, I think you're ready to do one on your own. Now, I just want you to focus on the left-hand column that says before you read and make your best guess. It's okay if you get it wrong. It's just like a trial and error.
I'm all done.
All right. Now, here's the article that you're going to read. Feel free to share your thoughts out loud about how you got certain answers and where you found it in the text.
Okay. So the first thing I noticed was that I did mark true on I help a museum save money by cleaning the bones of dead animals. That seems to be right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my house is made of metal. I put that as false, but it seems like that's true because they're kept in metal boxes. It says my favorite food is raw flesh, but it actually seems like their favorite food is dried flesh.
Mm-hmm.
So I put false on that, so I was correct.
You're a good guesser.
And I can eat and never get full. I put true for that, but it seems like that's false. They only eat for several days. And then after 3 days of eating, I spin a cocoon and turn into a butterfly. That doesn't seem right either. They actually burrow into a layer of cotton at the bottom of their box and then change into an adult. So I put false on that first, and it's the same. And then baby dermestid beetles are called dermies. I put true on that, but they're actually called larvae.
Right.
That would be incorrect.
Alright, I'll collect your papers. Thank you. Now, before you leave, tell me one thing that you anticipate will happen before the school day is over.
That I will get to go to recess.